Hello. Hold on. Hello. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one type there? Craziest conspiracy theory.
I can't.
Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They
Trying to
tapped in.
hit. Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating. I whooped that.
Oh man. That's sad. That's...
Hey.
All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting jealous.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast, a place where we talk about what everybody's thinking. Today, if y'all noticed, we're going to be talking about Danae Jackson selling infidelity courses, and we're going to be talking about Jackie O, and how she passed away doing cosmetic surgery. And we're going to start with Jackie O. Let's start there. So we're going to read a story or post. Shit, what the hell is it? Now my computer want to act up. We're going to share this screen right here from TMZ. We're going to talk about it real quick. It says, let me tell y'all. It's a former Wild 'N Out star, Miss Jackie O, who also DC Young Fly's longtime partner, has died, TMZ has learned. Sources tells us she died Wednesday in Miami. We don't have details yet about the cause of death, but a since deleted social media post claims she was in Miami to undergo a mummy makeover. And if y'all can see right there, y'all can see, her and her family. I got pictures and stuff like that too. I'm gonna be showing y'all. Yeah, she went to undergo a mummy makeover. Hold on. Miss Jackie O's real name is Jacqueline Smith, and she and DC met in 2015, the same year he made his premiere on MTV's hit show Wild 'N Out. Jackie was already being featured as one of the show's Wild 'N Out girls at that point. Jackie was no longer on Wild 'N Out. She gone on to launch her own lip gloss line called the J Nova Collection. Of course, DC is still one of the show's biggest stars, and we're told he was actually in Atlanta shooting new episodes when he got the tragic news about Jackie O's death. The Wild 'N Out social media page posted about Miss Jackie's death, writing, "We are deeply saddened by the passing of Jacqueline Smith, known to the world as Jackie O, a talented Wild 'N Out family member whose impact will be forever treasured and missed. Jackie O was a loving friend and beloved colleague of the Wild 'N Out cast throughout the 5 seasons." They continue, more importantly, she was a tremendous mother of 3 beautiful children. The BET Media Group extends our condolences to Miss Smith's family, DC Young Fly, B. Simone, Nick Cannon, all friends who loved and cared for Jackie O during this difficult time. They got a beautiful family. Although Jackie and DC never married, they remained a couple and had 3 children together. Daughters Nova, Nala, and their son Prince was just born last year. Jackie was 32 years old. It's sad when you see stuff like this. Someone that is 32 years old feeling like they need to go and get their body enhanced. I'm gonna have a different take on this. I see a lot of women talking about if you have kids and whatnot, you shouldn't, go and do a mommy makeover and stuff like that. But y'all was the same people quoting what Jody mama said. Jody, her mama got to have a life too. Now I know these kids are young, but y'all have that mindset. A lot of y'all women have that mindset young. early in y'all, birthing and mothering experience, y'all feel like as soon as these kids get out the way, or as soon as I'm able to do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to do it to make sure that I can still have my life, even though your life is given to your kids now. But my take on it is I feel like some of y'all do need cosmetic surgery. If y'all got kids or not, some of y'all need it for the sense of self-esteem. Some of y'all do look bad physically. Cosmetic surgery and surgery that's for like healthcare is two totally different things. What I mean by that is people think that like when people get like weight loss surgery or stuff like that, that it's more cosmetic. I beg to differ. And the reason I say that is those people are morbidly obese, and so they have to do what they have to do, to still live. This was a life or death situation. But Miss Jackie, oh, not so much. It was cosmetic vanity. She wanted to look a certain type of way. And then now that I know that she was a wilding out girl, she's walking across the stage and has to look a certain type of way. So of course she wants to make sure that her body's looking good, nice and tight or whatnot. But I do agree. I think a lot of y'all do need plastic surgery. We got to stop this. Every time somebody dies or something, then it's a whole social media outrage about it. Man, if you want to go get plastic surgery, go get plastic surgery. Do I personally, would I date someone whose looks like a balloon? No, I wouldn't. I like natural bodies. And let's tell the truth. A lot of people keep saying you can obtain certain bodies in the gym. That's not true. If you got a flat booty, you got a flat booty. I don't care how many squats you do. I don't care, like, can you build a butt? If you got something there, but some of y'all butt so flat that it ain't no helping y'all whatsoever. You're gonna have to go into that knife. You're gonna have to go and get you some fat and transfer it to the back there. And that's one of the most dangerous surgeries there is the BBL. They say 1 in 3,000 people die from those surgeries, and that's pretty high. And the next one is a tummy tuck. Now I don't know what her mummy makeover consists of, if she just went to get like a little tummy tuck, because she did have 3 kids, and we know what kids can do to your body. We know how kids can make you have stretch marks, loose skin, your booty don't sit up like it used to, your titties droop a little bit because you might have been breastfeeding and stuff like that. And sometimes you just want to feel sexy. And I feel like we have all this technology nowadays. We should use the technology that's given to us. Some technology good, some technology bad. It just is what it is. You should use the technology that's given. And anything is not 100%. Anything. We get up and drive every day, you can have a wreck. You know what I'm saying? And that's a choice as well. And so when it comes to cosmetic surgery, I personally think that you could still have a decent body, but what's the sick part about cosmetic surgery is you have so many people who are trying to chase a body of perfection. I don't know why so many women want to chase this body of perfection, but they do, and they are out here doing this. And like I said, you shouldn't let Jackie O's situation deter you from if you was gonna get plastic surgery. As a matter of fact, we can look at this girl, right? What this girl said right here, and this is how I feel a lot of people should feel. She said, I still want my titties done. I don't give a fuck who died. This is what I seen today on Facebook. So when you see stuff like this, it's like, yeah, you need to do what you think is best for you, because 1 in 3,000, you just never know if you're gonna be the 3,000th person to get killed. You know what I'm saying? And that's the dice we roll every day, and if you're going to do it. Like I said, the sick part about cosmetic surgery is the people who are trying to chase perfection, or people that's addicted. Also, if you're planning on doing cosmetic surgery, make sure you go into the best surgeons. Not saying that she didn't go, she was still in the United States, because I know a lot of people go to the DR so they can go, it's cheaper, and a lot of y'all are fat. And some of the doctors in America would not allow y'all to get certain surgeries until you lose a certain amount of weight. But some of y'all is fat, and so other countries let y'all get away with doing surgery that y'all not supposed to have. And so since they let y'all get away with it, y'all be trying to travel and pay, pay cheaper and stuff like that, and wonder why y'all bodies be droopy and soggy looking and sad looking even after the BBL. Also with the BBL, one thing I hate is how y'all throw away money when it comes to this. A lot of y'all throwing away so much money because you'll go spend $8,000 to get your ass did, and then 3 months be fat as fuck. Like you will literally go get a Brazilian butt lift, get your stomach tucked and stapled up, and your titties lifted, and then your butt big, and then 3 months from now you'll still be big as hell. You know why? Because y'all didn't have the discipline to work on y'all body before y'all when they got the surgery. Y'all just be throwing the money away. Like one of my partners said, y'all throw away $8,000 to get y'all body did, and then be fat as fuck 3 to 6 months later. But do your kid got 8 bands saved up to go to college or to buy a house or to start a business? Like y'all doing this, and like I said, y'all priorities is all jacked up. That's another thing when it comes to this surgery, like cosmetic surgery or just things in general. Like a lot of people have their priorities messed up. Like they don't know if they're coming or going, And so what needs to be done is there should be like a limit on how big your butt should be, because some of y'all looking like Bugs Life or looking like them little ants from Ants Life, and y'all have them small ass legs and them big old butts, and it looks so weird. And they got this black chick, I see her everywhere now. This lady's so ugly, bro. Like she's extremely ugly, but she's always in like the people who do the skits, the people that y'all see on YouTube doing the skits. I don't know her name, but she's horrendous. And it's like, bruh, y'all be looking like y'all got hit with a bag of nickels and still think getting the ass is worth it. Like y'all need to do cosmetic surgery on y'all face first. But we put too much this is the men's fault. The men put too much emphasis on booty over looks. The men, we put too much emphasis on booty over looks, and that's why so many women to be ugly as hell and go and get cosmetic surgery or BBL, but they don't even touch their face. They don't think about getting their cheeks did or getting a nose job, or some y'all have ugly looking skin. Maybe focus on your skin and go get your skin regimen. Nah, y'all want to skip all that and just go get y'all butt did, which is sad to know that so many women out here is doing that. Y'all make sure if y'all watching this video, y'all subscribe to this channel, y'all follow the channel, share the video, give me some likes, thumbs ups. I really appreciate that. But like I said, a lot of y'all out here just doing whatever when it comes to y'all kids, when it comes to y'all body. And like I said, a lot of y'all, you're not going to get no ass in no gym. I'm sorry. Some of y'all don't have the dedication. And if y'all do have the dedication to lose weight, some of y'all genetically, we got to talk about that, genetically do not have the physical makeup to have some booty. Your mama didn't have no ass. Your grandma didn't have no ass. Your great grandma didn't have no ass. So y'all just not gonna have no ass. It's just not in y'all cards. If you just happen to get the ass from your daddy's side, okay, cool. But like I said, most of y'all are not going to build a butt in the gym. Sorry. So yes, I do believe in cosmetic surgery. Like I said, I just hate the media outcry or the social media outcry when something like this happens. And so many people like, oh, she left behind 3 beautiful kids. And I understand it because it's women doing this. Cosmetic surgery, I think it's like 98% of women are getting cosmetic surgery, right? But now the men are starting to act like the women. Have y'all seen the men that's getting the leg lengthening surgeries where they actually go in and break your bones and you have to do all like this crazy physical recovery? Have y'all seen that? Hold on, I'm finna show you. Yeah, we can watch that shit right quick. There are men out here getting leg lengthening surgeries so they could be taller, and not taller by much, like 2 inches taller. too. That's not a lot of, hold on, leg lengthening surgeries. Let's see if I can find a video I watched earlier. Oh man, I think this is it right here. Nah, that ain't it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I don't let that play. But yeah, it's men out here now getting leg lengthening surgeries, which is wild to me. Like I said, I understand it. Like if you're self-conscious about certain things when it comes to y'all bodies and you know how y'all grow or how y'all look in the mirror, you know, then you should change it. That's why, you know, like I said, the technologies are there and I'm okay with it. Like I said, if you have the body that, you know, you look like one of those things for Men in Black, you have one of those type of bodies, those little worm looking things, you might want to go invest in you a body, put you a butt on you, put some titties on you. You might want to do that because you have an ugly body. It is what it is. Some people get sad about their bodies. Another thing is we have so many people who are trying to grow spiritually, right? And I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's hard to grow spiritually when you can look at your physical reality and look at yourself in the mirror every day and see that you're fat, and being fat, out of shape, unshapely, puts you in a depressive state. So how do you think you're going to grow spiritually if you look at, if something that you can see every day doesn't sit well with you? Spiritual stuff, you have to have faith for it. You have to, you know, have belief. But what you look like in the mirror, that's something that you know. And the thing that you know, if you're not taking care of that first and foremost, it'll be very, very hard for you to grow spiritually. That's why if you ever go on a spiritual journey, you need to make sure that you're working out too. You need to cut you some weight. You need to meditate. You need to eat correctly. You need to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Because like I said, a lot of y'all want to go on these spiritual journeys and y'all fat as hell. You 300, 400, 500 pounds and thinking that, you know, you small enough to walk through the pearly gates, but then you may not be. You can't even turn sideways to walk through the pearly gates because you're just so big. So that what that means is you need to make sure that your body is in tip-top shape, or shape enough where you're not, like I said, in a depressive state if you're trying to grow spiritually. But let's watch this video real quick. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Let me share this video. Hold on, y'all.
He's a good-looking guy, but has always wanted to be taller. Now he's getting his chance thanks to groundbreaking limb lengthening surgery, and we were there as he was rolled into the OR.
This guy is making a special trip to Las Vegas with his wife. He's not hoping to strike it rich. He's here to get taller.
If I can be taller, I want to be taller.
Ryan Wade is 5 feet 7 inches tall. He's come to orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kevin Debbie Parshad for a groundbreaking limb lengthening procedure.
After we've given you that additional height, you'd probably be sitting at very close to 5'11". Yeah. Okay.
The procedure involves implanting a steel device into the upper bone on both legs.
we use the remote control to slowly separate the bone. This is the remote control.
The remote control signals the device to pull the bones apart 1 millimeter at a time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
The body makes new bone to fill in the gap.
So I push this button and then what happens?
Once you push the button, then that's when you start growing.
Awesome.
The cost, a whopping $75,000.
I've got another 70 years left on this planet, and I want to enjoy it to the full extent. And this is something since I've been 14 that I've always wanted to do. $75,000 towards getting tall. I'm picking getting taller all the way.
But so he'll probably be 5'9", 5'10" when he get done growing. Would that be considered tall? Like, do y'all think somebody's tall at 5'10", 5'11"? Like that, I would say that'd be closer to average height, not tall. Maybe in his world, those 2-3 inches means a lot, but no. But I also understand, like he said, $75,000. That's nothing. If I got, if he thinks he has 75 years left, 70 years left, by all means, you need to go ahead and do what you need to do for your life, because you have to be with this body every day. You have to look at yourself every day and understand and be depressed about, you being short. Now I see men getting, penis enhancements. I see that's a popular thing. I was watching a porn star interview the other day, and while he was interviewing, he was saying that one of the actors has like a machine in his penis, and he presses a button and it inflates it, but it's like his penis is like hollowed out or something like that. It has a balloon in him, and under the penis it has like a button, and it inflates it so he can still do adult content. This is wild stuff that I'm hearing, and I didn't know so many people were this self-conscious when it came to their bodies, when it came to their height, when it came to their looks, their penis. And I think a lot of this has to do with social media, the social media pressure. And it's weird that so many people are pressured to do stuff like this when it comes because of social media, because of the people around you. If you knew how fast people will forget you when you died, you would not be living for them, because so many people out here, they just need other people to talk about and to gossip about, because they live a piss poor life, or they're not happy with themselves. So they do certain things like this, and they talk about people, they gossip, and it makes them feel better so they can put, their insecurities on other people.
The 32-year-old is also tired of wearing shoe implants. The procedure will add 3 inches to Ryan's height, a huge difference.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close to right there. Being taller than my wife is going to be, it'll be a treat.
At Sunrise Hospital and Medical Center, Teresa.
This another thing is, women always say they like taller men, right? Women always say that I want to do 6 feet or higher, or taller, right? If y'all ever hung around short dudes, let's say 5'8", 5'7" or shorter, those guys be getting a lot of vagina. Like maybe women say that's who they would like to marry, or that's their ideal man, maybe. But those short dudes, they getting a lot of box. Every dude that I know that's 5'5" to like 5'8" is slanging Peter Walker like it ain't no tomorrow. So I don't even understand why so many men are insecure when it comes to height. But like I said, that's something that we internalize. He might have been on the basketball team one day, coming down the court, thinking he's shaking somebody, and then go for a layup, and the nigga that was 6'9" just came out and pinned this shit on the backboard. I don't know why the hell he feel like he wants to be 3 inches taller. But is breaking your bones worth that? Like, is it really worth that? Going through the pain, the recovery, and I don't even know these people have kids. So like, this would definitely be a surgery you would want to do if you don't have kids, because if you have kids, the first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna run, jump on your lap, and you got these metal rods hanging out your leg.
Is confident.
I think he'll do great.
On his way to the OR, Ryan gets a good luck kiss.
I am super excited.
The doctor begins by taking precise measurements of Ryan's leg. Next, he drills into the bone, then surgically breaks the bone. He creates a channel in the thigh bone for the implant.
You can see it kind of going right down the center of the bone.
The implanted device is secured with screws that are drilled in above and below the break in the bone. He repeats the procedure on Ryan's other leg. Finally, the remote is tested to ensure the bone is separating. Success.
For any cosmetic surgery, like I watched Dr. Miami on Snapchat, and the way that he cuts the women open and he's sucking that fat out and sticking that rod up in their butt and putting the fat back in it, it seems like so painful. Like the recovery would be extremely painful. Breaking your bones and having them separate like that got to be probably maybe one of the worst probably cosmetic procedures, I would think. A broke bone, you know, and then, you know, bone and have to heal. This shit is weird.
The implant worked.
After 3 hours, Ryan is wheeled out of the OR. Dr. Debbie Parshad has good news.
So everything went very well.
Bend that knee.
Now, 3 months of grueling physical therapy begins.
That's stiff.
Ryan's muscles need to be stretched as his bones grow.
It's hard work.
It was the most painful thing that I've ever gone through in my life.
David Wilson of Los Angeles had the same.
Damn, he had the same surgery. That nigga knock knee like a motherfucker where he running. Look how them knees hit each other.
Same procedure last year. He was 5'7" and was stretched 2 inches to 5'9".
As my legs got longer, I needed to extend my seat back further so I could have this adjustment room right here. It was kind of cool.
And he has encouraged.
Like what they say, it's the little things in life that matters. He got excited because he had to scoot his chair back in his car.
Right here. It was kind of cool.
And he has encouraging
to extend my seat back further so I could have this adjustment room right here. It was kind of cool.
And he has encouraging words for Ryan.
You're gonna get back to normal pretty darn quick with this type of device and this technology. It's amazing.
Just 24 hours after surgery, Ryan is taking his very first steps and feels he's on his way to walking tall.
Dang, that's crazy. You got your bones broken and you walking 24 hours after. This is wild.
The procedure does not come cheap. The cost a whopping $75,000.
$75,000. Oh my God. Hold on. $75,000 to get your legs lengthened. That's wild. Hold on. They got a hold on. They got some other. See if I can find it. Hold on, there's TikTok. I hate TikTok. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it won't let me go to it. I gotta sign in. Hold on. But they had these other guys that went viral recently, and they had got leg lengthening surgery. It's a black guy and a white guy, and they were showing like their recovery process. And I think one of the guys was like, he had like 5 inches worth of growth. He had guy. It was pretty. It's actually pretty cool to think that we could do stuff like this now. But it's like, how far would these surgeries go? How far should we take them? You know, that's the thing we got to ask ourselves. Is it really worth it? People's health and risk like that. So I'm going to read this to y'all real quick. Hold on. This says about the Brazilian butt lift. I'm going to show it on the screen. So it says the Brazilian butt lift The BBL has been cited by the British Association of Anesthetic Plastic Surgeons as having the highest rate of death of any aesthetic procedure, with as many as 1 in 3,000 patients dying as a result of the surgery. The procedure involves removing fat deposits from one part of the body and injecting this fat into the buttocks in order to change their shape and overall appearance. The BBL has become a highly fashionable and popular procedure thanks to growing celebrity trends and social media imagery. There it is again, like celebs and social media, and then they always make the joke when people criticize women who get BBLs or some type of cosmetic surgery as being broke. That's why they can't do it. But I would have to say a lot of people just ain't as vain or ain't as insecure about their bodies like that. Because if you wasn't insecure, why would you change something you're not insecure about? This surge in demand has resulted in many Britons going abroad to receive the treatment at lower cost. However, this comes with considerable risk. If performed incorrectly, fat and fillers can enter one of the major blood vessels, resulting in a fatal pulmonary embolism. Such are risks associated with BBL procedures. The BAPS called its own members to cease offering the procedure until more research could be conducted into its safety. Tummy tucks. I'm pretty sure BBL and tummy tucks and probably liposuction are all gathered in maybe a mommy makeover. Tummy tucks are among the most common forms of surgery among men and women. However, the technique involves a considerable amount of risk, of which many people are not fully aware. Also referred to as a abdominoplasty. This procedure involves the removal of excess skin and fat from the abdomen area before the remaining skin is tightened to enhance the appearance of the stomach. The process can be quite stressful on the body and can result in blood clots that can then infiltrate the lungs, with serious consequences for the patient's well-being. As such, people who may potentially be vulnerable in terms of their health, for example, older individuals or those with a history of medical problems, may want to think carefully before agreeing to undergoing this surgery. Liposuction. Liposuction is another procedure that often thought of being a simple weight loss solution, but the reality is that the technique involves numerous potential complications. People undergoing liposuction do so to have specific localized fat deposits removed from chosen areas of their body. Usually this is a safe and successful process, but if goes wrong, it can result in serious infections, blood clots, fat clots in the lungs, or perforation of the stomach wall. Additionally, the shift of the body fluid composition can also cause dehydration or hypovolemic shock. Many of these complications can lead to fatalities in some circumstances, which is why it's important that liposuction be treated as the intensive medical procedure it is, rather than a quick fix alternative to diet and exercise. Yeah, see, a lot of people are really just doing cosmetic surgery because they're insecure about themselves. Like I said, also in this article, when you was reading about DC Young Fly, and they kept saying that his partner, because like I said, this is a pretty couple, nice looking couple. They look together, their family look good together, the kids look good together. Like I said, these are a few pictures that I pulled from the internet. But during this article, it say his partner. Like when y'all have kids by somebody, right? And you were to die, and y'all got a whole family, but they don't call you his wife. Would that be an issue for you? I know you dead and gone, but would you want your last thing, or the way people remembered you, as being someone's partner instead of their like wife or husband, when y'all really got a whole family together, like 3 kids? Would that be an issue for y'all, or y'all cool with it if you don't care about if people call you a partner or a wife or whatever? So right now we about to switch and talk about the Nia Jackson is selling infidelity courses and how to get over infidelity when it happens to you. If you don't know who Nia Jackson is, this is the ex-wife of Derek Jackson. I would advise y'all to go to Dear Future Wifey and watch her interview. There's 2 parts to it, so it's about 3 hours long if you want to go and watch it. I watched the first part, but it was no need to watch the second part because the more and more I watched it, I was just feeling like, dang, this girl dumb. Like I used to feel like, Derek Jackson is an asshole, but she set herself up for failure. Like a lot of stuff that she was going through and allowing. The lady said she had 3 abortions for this man, and she started getting right with the Lord, and so she got pregnant again and thought about abortion again, but then she made a promise to God. I'm like, God damn, like 3 abortions? This shit crazy as fuck. And people try to act like people don't use abortion as contraceptives, but they do. They do. Let's find the picture because I thought I had it in order, but I don't think I do. Let's see. So these are the packages that they got that she has. These are the packages. So introduction to her package. The first step to healing after infidelity. Then she has a second section. It says, let's be real. I'll bust the windows out your car. Another one is who hurt you, uncovering forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. Now, this is something that she's wants 2 payments of $500, $495 to be exact. 2 payments of $495 a month. Infidelity recovery boot camp. I got a question for y'all when it comes to this. Do y'all think, if y'all know who Nia Jackson and Derek Jackson is, do you think Derek Jackson would be behind his wife selling infidelity courses? Do you think he would say, hey, you need to capitalize off of this? You're going to be popular. You can go on podcasts. You can start your clothing line. Do you think he's put a battery in her back and still, has the hand up her ass as he's the puppet master to show, to still get money and still have control over this woman? She got the in-depth Bible study classes. Like, I ain't knocking it. Like, you gotta get your money how you gotta get your money. And y'all got 2 kids, you probably gonna, I don't know what y'all divorce settlement was or how it went, but you might have got you a little chunk of change, because I'm pretty sure Derek Jackson should be a millionaire if not. This is another course that she has. It says weekly Bible study on topics like why we should dress modestly, what does faith without works is dead really mean, why would God call you to be in an adulterous marriage? This is crazy. I got a question. Do you think God would ever put you in an adulterous marriage? Would God put you in an adulterous marriage? Is that God? Does God want you to be hurt, embarrassed, catch STDs, be with a man or woman that has a baby on you, beat up, potentially killed? Do you think this is part of God putting you in an adulterous marriage, right? Will God release you from an adulterous marriage? Open doors that you've given Satan into your life, and more. This is crazy. It's a get free copy of my book, Healing God's Way. The Art of Spiritual Warfare, Deliverance, and Healing, plus up to 3 private sessions a week with me for a deeper dive into your healing journey when you bundle Infidelity Recovery Bootcamp coaching, turning your plan into profit for $34.99 a month. $34.99 a month. I can't knock the hustle. I cannot knock the hustle because you might as well. You got the groundwork laid out for you already, because your ex-husband knows how to navigate all of these spaces and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's gonna be a lot of women that probably gonna buy this course because Derek Jackson spoke to a lot of Danae Jacksons out there other than his wife. And I said this before, Danae Jackson was Derek Jackson's muse. So all of the stuff that he was saying about all of the hurt and the pain that he was causing, all of that is because he was with a woman and he manipulated her and he was telling all of this stuff to her. And so as he was telling all the stuff to her, he would just regurgitate it in the public, and women would eat it up. Because like I say, there's a lot of Danae Jackson. There's a lot of women that's been hurt, fondled, raped, you name it, cheated on, had babies on, had abortions. That, like they say, when you dated one, you done dated them all. If you dated one, you done dated them all. This is some real shit, because you don't see anything different when it comes to women. They all have the same talking points. I'm speaking of black women because it's the only women I dated, but they all have the same talking points. They all have the same mindset. They all pretty much dress the same. They all think alike. Like, it's nothing. It's actually a breath of fresh air when you meet a woman, and it's like, dang, you think differently than most of the 9 to 8 other women I've dated, or you talk differently, you move differently, you walk differently. You don't normally get that out of women. Like they say, when you dated one, you done dated all. What's the next course she has on here? That one right there. Infidelity Recovery Bootcamp plus one-on-one coaching. Heal plus profit off. I guess that's your mistakes. I can't see it. Courses 1, coaching 1, 2 payments of $34.99 a month. This is crazy. This is wild, and I can't knock the hustle. I always say this. This is something that I say. Monetize your mistakes. Monetize your mistakes. You should always do that. You should always monetize your mistakes. They used to always tell you pay for what you don't know. And the person that you're paying, the reason you're paying them, because they went through all of the pitfalls and all of the heartaches and all of the schooling and all of the lessons to get paid for what you're paying them for. Like Jay-Z said, I did that, so you won't have to go through that. Let's read this next one. What this one say? This one say, you'll have access to the digital curriculum for an additional 90 days for a total of 6 months. The Infidelity Recovery Bootcamp plus Coaching Accelerator, full digital program plus mastermind. Healed. I don't know what the acronym of HEAL means. Healing God's Way, the Art of Spiritual Warfare, Deliverance, and Healing. The next one is one-on-one coaching, profit from your pain. This one is $49.97. You know what? This is the correct way. If a dude hurts you, this is what, when they say you should leave and be successful. The best revenge is success. And if y'all want to go and watch my video of me talking about Danae Jackson in my other stream, y'all should go watch it, because I break it down to the science of this person, how this woman is and how she thinks, and how, men, it's gonna sound bad, but men, we can smell depression, we can smell low self-esteem, we can smell if a woman's been molested, And the world is set up for is a prey or predator mindset. And your goal at all times is to make sure that you're the predator. It ain't no middle of the road. I ain't trying to be the prey or the predator. Is you gotta be is either you're the prey or you're the predator. So men, and it's just human nature. I think it just would be anything other than humans. I think all people or all things probably would do this, the path of least resistance. So if I see a woman and I know I'm trying to get my rocks off and I see that she has maybe low self-esteem, I might try to go and bust her down real quick because I know that I ain't got to work as hard to sleep with her. Or the big chick. Or the one with low self-esteem. Or the one that I can spiritually see that she's been tainted or hurt when she grew up because of, somebody did something to her sexually. Fathers need to be back in the home. And if you have your father in the home, you should talk to him. Ask him about me. And I know a lot of women don't want to talk to their fathers about their dating experiences. And I know a lot of fathers don't want to talk to their daughters about their dating experiences because fathers don't want to envision their daughters getting piped down by somebody, right? And women want to always stay in the daddy's little girl spot. She wants to always have her daddy like, oh, I'm daddy's little girl. I can do no harm. The conniving, manipulative aspect of women, how women do. And her acting like that's what she'll do to me. And like, I got to put on this front. I got to put on this face. I got to make sure this man thinks I'm cute and dainty. I can't go around and sleep with people. I can't let on that it's an actual lie or just, it's an actual lie, Jazz. I'm weak. It's an actual lie. If it's in the daytime, if it's in the nighttime, it's an actual lie. But yeah, like I was saying, her selling them courses is wild. And like I said, you got to profit off your monetize your mistakes. Monetize your mistakes at all times. And like I said, Danae Jackson, she doing right. Cause what they say, the best revenge is success. It ain't busting out no windows. It ain't going to kill nobody. It ain't going to cause no pain. It ain't sitting up all night trying to plot revenge or the diabolical schemes so I can get them back. No, I just did a video of this on myself. Yeah, I watched Jackie. I didn't see the Danae Jackson. Y'all go check out Tough Topics on YouTube. Really good channel. My girl coming up. I seen the subscribers going up, and she been working. So she said she gonna stick with it. So we all grind. It's grind mode right now. But yeah, like I was saying, as women, you got to understand that men can smell depression. Men can smell low self-esteem. Men can smell if you've been sexually assaulted. So that means you as a woman have to put your best foot forward. You need to dress a certain type of way. You need to talk a certain type of way. You need to look a certain type of way, even if you are dealing with those things, because you don't ever want somebody to use your victimhood as their profit off your victimhood or the things that you've been through. My daddy used to always tell me, people won't know where you're coming from if you keep your mouth closed. Because as soon as you open your mouth and what comes out of it, that tells me everything I need to know. Everything I need to know. So y'all got to make sure. Don't go. I'm gonna tell y'all, Danae Jackson doesn't have anything of substance to give y'all ladies in these courses. I'm sorry. It's just gonna be some kumbaya singing, holding hands, crying, because like she said, why did God put you in an adulterous marriage? God had nothing to do with that. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. God had nothing to do with Danae Jackson getting into an adulterous marriage. Because first of all, from if you watch her Dear Future Wifey podcast, it seems as if she didn't even care about God or religion that much when her and Derek Jackson got together. Let alone talking about she had 3 abortions and then then get pregnant by this man and have 2 kids. It was nothing about it. The only time the only time she want to actually get to God, the only time she want to use God or use God to save her marriage after she did all she could do on her own. So she used an external force as religion or God to try to curb this man's appetite for new vagina. That's all she was using God for. That's all. This girl said they was taking shifts before she got married to this man. Her and other women was taking shifts before she got married to this man. And you knew this man was like this? So no, y'all should not be signing up for a Danae Jackson's course. It's just going to be a bunch of women crying. She gonna get on the phone, listen to you. She's socially awkward. She tells you guys this, even in the podcast she did. A black girl, all white school, got culture shock when she went to Tuskegee, Alabama, college, university, and it's all black school. So, like I said, this is a woman. I don't think she has anything of substance to offer you, other than, well, Derek did this, so maybe your man will do it. And what you don't know is she'll be giving you horrible advice because maybe your dude is doing something that Derek did to her that was like a red flag, but your dude may not be doing that. That's why you got to be very careful on who out here trying to sell advice. Pretty much, if advice is for sale, there should be results for that advice. So if I'm gonna go and buy somebody's advice, let's say I'm going to go and buy a Grant Cardone course. Grant Cardone has put in the work to show me that he is a $1 billion man with these properties and stuff. What can a Danae Jackson tell you about infidelity? How will you succeed with your infidelity? How will you overcome your infidelity? Like she hasn't showed us any of that. Like she knows what's going on to actually recover from infidelity. She hasn't shown us that she's healed. She hasn't shown us anything. Like she just popped on the scene on a podcast and now we see she's selling courses. How do you know that it's going to be fruitful? Because she has no track record of being fruitful when it comes to the relationship aspect. And then if y'all want to keep it real, she looked crazy as hell when she got on that live with that bonnet of salvation on her head and was cussing everybody out in Bible scripture. Don't buy Danae Jackson's course. Save your money. If you get cheated on, go cry in the shower. Go to the gym, work out. Get yourself together because hell, man, the salvation. Get yourself together because sometimes after you get hurt, like infidelity, or you put all your trust in somebody, that could be a long road to recovery. It's not a pay for a course and I'm gonna give you these steps and it's gonna help you. No, it's gonna take some time, some healing, some soul searching, some learning some new tasks, some reading a lot of books, some going to the gym, reinventing yourself. It's going to be a lot of work and it's an uphill battle to actually overcome certain things like that. Your trust has been betrayed. You don't know if you could trust anybody else anymore. Like, you have to go and be you and find you. Danae Jackson is a woman that still ain't found herself. And I'm telling you guys, when you watch this, as a matter of fact, y'all should just make sure y'all go watch my video and that I did a live on that podcast so we could watch it together and we could talk about it together. And it was actually a pretty good live too. It was a pretty good live. But tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do a video because I see a lot of videos on TikTok of transgenders, right? And I think I'm gonna do one tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna title it "Transgenders Gone Wild." It is some of the most craziest, outrageous, outlandish stuff I have ever seen, and I can't see how us as a society are telling these people they are normal, they're healthy mentally, with the procedures that these people are going through to change their body to be something that they're not. Now, granted, like I told you, I agree with cosmetic surgery. If you ain't got no booty and you want to change your booty, go get you some booty. But you always got a booty. It's just not a big booty. But when it comes to a point where a woman who has no penis wants to get a penis put on her, that's weird. We always want to enhance some stuff, but changing body parts and the stuff that they talk about, all the symptoms and UTIs, infections and swelling and, dilation tubes they got to stick inside of them. And it's weird. Very, very, very weird. There's one girl on TikTok named Zaya. Y'all should go check her out. And real talk, she'll catch somebody slipping. He'll catch somebody slipping. And then I watched the transgender women, right? They take so much skin off of these people's bodies in other places to give them a penis. This is wild. And I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow. I'll probably get back on here probably about the same time tomorrow. What time is it? Yeah, I'll probably get on here about 6 o'clock tomorrow and we'll talk about that. But it's very, very wild. I just can't believe that us as a society just telling these people they normal, they all right. Y'all should, continue to do this. Hormone and puberty blockers, and let's keep this real. Let's keep it real. We already know they're coming for the kids. Because if you could tell a child that they can change their gender at a young age and they feel as if they're a boy trapped in a girl's body and stuff like that, what's to say that a kid can't feel like they want to have sex with an adult? Because they already have people call themselves minor attracted people. Minor attracted person. So they already starting this up, and everybody know they're coming for the kids. We know that. But like I said, if you're watching, y'all make sure y'all like my video, share the video, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, follow the page, share it, like the video. It's the New Normal Podcast. Are we gone?